Check. All right, it's Friday the 13th. There's a movie about it, this guy. And in the movie, there's lots of breathing noises. So if anyone in the audience, or all of the audience, wants to do the proprietary breathing noise the whole time, that would sound really great. And it's something like... It's like that. So I don't know if everyone wants to try real quick. All right, so 12, 15 minutes, no problem. I wrote a little book especially for this called Radical Sign Saxophone. It is a 40-poem sequence, extremely abstractly about detectives, and I will read the first 15 sections. All right, my scenario is two detectives. One a baby octopus that lives in a shot of bourbon, the other a gibbon with naked singularities for eyes. Picture them as people from now on. Sunrise fades in as if light under an opening door. Chicken-sized crows all over the empty schoolyard, like baby body bags. A car enters the frame. They get out. Cellophane road heat. A light so sharp hedges look flat. Screen printed on the side of the building. Sitting in the back of another car, right there a segment of telephone pole. A presence of sentience. No, reflected in the window only. No threat. No threat. Now instant vision of a gold skull in the exact spatial center of a basement. No other light. No other object. As if telekinesis. Like binary exoplanets' extant populations mutually cast shadows on each other in perfect pairs, 1-to-1, candles of daylight diminishing on the spectrum of pinky ring to thumb ring buffalo sex fiend people, everything all fucked, as if he himself, Jesus Christ, priced out of heaven. Artists like to make things about serial killers, where the serial killer is a kind of stand-in for an artist working towards some kind of twisted masterpiece. But really, I think actual artists are more like the detectives. And even this isn't that original a thought, so back to the storyish thing I began with. I put on dress pants and a button-up shirt with a grid on it tucked in, and sneakers, and walked quick down 4 flights of stairs in the fashion of a plainclothes crab detective. It felt lateral. Across the street, a man with a face like a knuckle, and my knuckle with a couple hairs on it like a comb-over. And you see someone your age for the first time since childhood, as if the age-progressed photo of a missing child, maybe not found but alive. I saw someone once like this randomly, a teen fox spotted at 40, and still a vixen of slick intelligence. Anger laser of a loser, unable to bask in diphthong bird song. Oh, by the way, no one's doing the breathing thing. All right, there we go. I knew something was off. Anger laser of a loser, unable to bask in the breathing. All right, it's okay. Anger laser of a loser, unable to bask in diphthong bird song or mentally ride an airbrush horse, so never invited to the Martin Scorsese cameo's Halloween costume parties, and uncomprehending of his role in it all, his heart an inbred empire, a clump of dirty snow like a pigeon. When you say me, your mouth smiles. Is the floor of the day the morning or only where you don't want to go to? The new year still buffering. Check the reality calendar, the time drain in the floor of life, the glass harmonica voice box set to remind thou shalt chillax. At the end of a little thread, a little knot like a thumbs up. I always make the best decisions. Yes, coding at breakfast. Make some, oh no, overcooked pasta, so take the pasta. Make a pasta paste mask. Me in synced mirror motion, now think a Neanderthal face about our girlfriend, my push-up muscles. Now snap two, it's in the alley, the body we each have, adrift as if along a canal, and the rows of wheeled plastic garbage containers like printer ink cartridges. Neon green vest, neon pink spray paint magic wand. They lay out for work. The sun hits the asphalt bright white, like an overexposed photo of nothing. The total combination of different color objects in whatever complex view of the city should add up gray. With inner world primacy, most of your life doesn't exist. You realize you're a cat made of mouse cells, a cipher to yourself, the memory stalker. On the paperwork of love, only tape residue abstract expressionism. Why don't you visit the eye wash station? There's more. Fuck a woman dressed as Pinocchio. Who is dressed? The erotic interrogation. Reverse footage and it becomes mystical. I was there. I was one of the investigators. They all had flash grenade eyes whenever they look at you. Above it all, a combed cloud like a trilobite fossil. You turned stumped, a month in the airlock. Ways, days, phase. My heart down a well. I read about something called a potential gravity well. Memory is like a bare brain intact in a wind tunnel. Snowdrift in a living skull. A dream of netherworld workflow. I wake up a quarter century deep into the new century, and these new cars, the electric cars, they all sound haunted. Conscience, silence, like polished glass rolling on polished glass, and invisible in a cardboard box, internally nervously buzzing, Christopher baby turkey. A thing with poppy seed pig's eyes roams in the interior, the waxing gibbous alone in the penthouse of time, the cycle all wrong. In a year, the heavens all of white marble, until new moons populate the white sky, black circles equidistant, as if the entire world inside a wiffle ball. Techno helicopters, searching, point cone-shaped beams through industrial air whorls like lava lamps, hit what they're after. Anubis, St. Christopher, megalomaniacal dog-headed perp, off-leash and fast. My ego is your leash. The soundtrack dog barks overlaid on human voices, equal volume and cadence, so registers demonic. Eyes lost, dolly zoom nausea. The hungering discs of light graze suddenly awake, the light green of packed foliage, like scruffy retrieved tennis balls, huge and transmogrified. The pilot's haircuts as if you cut a doll's hair. It's written on the back of this. Okay, I entered the temple of mold packed into bricks and mortared with an amniotic fecal slurry. This flicks in and out like a flickering bulb cliche, each extreme of light the other location, but simultaneous, as if each eye held a separate image, the brain unable to flocculate. The other location, the graphite of any bedroom before the sun eraser, unable to sleep. Which one, though? Kinesthetic muscle memory of navigated objects and spaces, negative spaces. You move through unimpeded, a high-flow intro into the constant outpost of the present, both logical and a surprise, until chrome bones as though there, but now blinked here, a detuned tornado, aura, stiffness of an optical trap. In my boyhood dream fire suit, I met a partial angel on Little Mount Adams on the Ridge of Wonders. It pointed to specific coordinates on an alchemical grid dusted on the sulfuric lava tableland below us, and above us, the raw silk Milky Way. A year like a lit strip of paper, a spider in trouble. It said it had been to our practical paradise, and a knife into a head feels the same as into an avocado. Junk tats all over everybody in the produce section, like sponsor patches on fire suits. I keep rolling and scrolling. Is it illegal to videotape someone's shadow, whatever they're doing? Piano jazz. It's raining outside. The strange stasis of ing words. I keep using them. My goodness, my badness. I touch a nice pear and think of breakthrough bleeding. Right there in the panties, the sought-for equation. The pain of the world morphs each month as parallel, indifferent. Half of even the astrophysicists who frame and reframe by using the most advanced science to study the most primitive objects coast another week and play Beanie Baby cornhole with microbrews or what now? Coors Light? Say that one there, white goatee like a public toilet seat disposable paper seat cover, and children's seal barks. Attention, attention, me, 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 me. Us all kennel women, disguised with mucus and a dust bunny beard and slip out. But the reef color change of the water around an island in a satellite image shows even the islands are shrink-wrapped. My boyfriend's condom to penis like a Thai salad roll. He waves it, calls it pig pencil, a better to boink and oinker at the piggy buffet. So gross. My face like people waiting at the checkout. Aborted babies in the multiverse, enough assholes and blow their own brains out anyway. Nosy neighbors my butthole a second, and then ponies and champagne. You don't have to tell people anything. A little dry paint daub on the ceiling like dabbed right from the tube, like Olympus Mons in miniature. And at work also look up, the fluorescent light fixture with lines of tubes just a bit different white, as if faint tire tracks on a snowy road. Daylit world of fallen snow. The room smells like sliced melon. I think about my childlike finances, my Ticonderoga beginner's pencil I used to write this, and of the recent couple turns pencil shaving in the trash right there like a dollhouse coffee filter. And I am a liar. It is May time. Air show jets roar make-believe vasectomy overhead. I don't know. I have to type up and print out my report and let my brain skitsy bits a minute, so inkjet a stealth fighter. You get it. We talk about a famous episode. Our recognitions approach each other as if a vice tightening, as if eyes slide from Hammerhead Shark to Jerry Seinfeld. Memories of TV, ... And this transition a bit too on the nose. Like again, that central air vent covers shark gills. I don't know what people do, never in real life, a dramatic thing only, URL versus IRL. All over the city, screens glow like manna. A family of strangers in my childhood home. Lost within your own life, not just in the world and where you are. Down in an empty vat beneath zirconium heavens. A huge blue on the horizon, tidal wave of propane. Turned up, a propane wave in ascendance, and no foothold. I used to get maybe a runner's high through asphyxiation of cigarettes and playing the saxophone in a band. You thumb the octave key, and it cuts the saxophone's legs out from under it. As an airy, bloodless tone at the top of its head, the last thing it remembers blacked out. And in case that thrilling narrative left you hanging on a cliff, the full story is available with that great layout of for sale Venmo purchases by all the participants. Next we have Spencer Winans.